Good morning, Thriving After Cancer members. Kathy Kresnick here, back in my workshop. Ready for a great workout this morning. Today we need no equipment whatsoever. You need a mat, you might want a chair, but for the most part I'm going to be doing some modified yoga series and Pilates moves just for some total body conditioning, and we will continue to follow our 5 components and our 3 sets of 5 core exercises. So I hope you enjoy today's workout. Let's start with our warm-up, and today I'm doing it barefoot. I just love a barefoot workout. You can certainly have your shoes on, not a problem. We're just going to start marching in place. Just relax those shoulders. Let's do a head-to-toe check-in. So just kind of make sure your shoulders are relaxed. Maybe just do a little chin tuck, so make sure your ears are over those shoulders. And we're just kind of lightly making a very light fist, not tight at all, just loose hands. And we're just pumping our arms, letting them just kind of hang from the shoulders, slight elbow bend, and leading with that elbow, pushing back and letting them swing forward, just nice and easy. We're breathing. Take some deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Elongate those breaths. Feel the ribs expand out to the side as you take that good deep breath in, and then activate the belly as you're pushing that air out and letting it release. Think about things you don't think about and notice the air movement. Notice the muscles in the body making that air come in and go out. There we go. We're just still marching in place. Loosen up those hips. Let those hips just kind of move freely back and forth. Rolling through the bottom of our feet from the roll through the ball of the foot, through the big toe, lifting that knee just a little bit, just kind of just letting it happen, and having those loose hips, not forcing anything, just let it move. All right, so now let's just go to a little bit of a higher, more pronounced march. There we go, still rolling off the ball of the foot, through the big toe, and just kind of lifting that knee in a little bit, doing a little bit more core work. There we go. Let those arms just kind of swing in time with that leg. Great. Hands on the hips now, and let's just do some very high knees, flexing the foot. There we go. So I've recorded this earlier in the morning just so that we've got some doctor's appointments today and we have to come into Dallas. So getting this up for you so you can do this whenever you want today. There we go. And let's take it down. Let's bring our feet just a little wider, and let's do some knee bends and some toe taps. So just nice and easy. Knee bend, toe tap, shifting our weight side to side. This is a great balance exercise. There we go. And now we can bring them with our arms. We can do a good stretch, reach and reach. So now we're getting the upper body going. Still part of our warm-up. So you might be breathing just a little faster. That's good. We're getting the blood flowing out to the extremities, literally warming up the muscles. Loving it. Okay, active range of motion. We're reaching across. Same motion with the legs. Bend and tap. And I'm reaching across the body. So I'm getting a nice stretch across the back. Good. Doing our 5-minute warm-up here. We got 1 more minute to go, and let's just bring it into a side tap with a side step. Good. Swing the arm out. So I'm kind of staying low, a little lower. I'm not standing fully tall. There we go, just a little bend in the knee, going straight across. Now let's finish with a march. Good. 5 minutes goes pretty quickly. This 30-minute class goes pretty quickly. You know I can't keep it to 30 minutes. All righty, let's shake it out. Good. Feet about hip width apart. Let's just start with our arms. Let's reach them up overhead. And you can't see my hands, so I'm going to bend down just a little bit. So we're going to make a fist, and we're going to open. Make a fist and open. Part of our upper body lymph drainage exercises. One more time. And let's make a light fist and just circle out the wrists. And circle out the wrists the other way. Good. Let's bring our arms out to the side, and let's just do some arm circles. Breathing. Now, these are not meant to be challenging exercises. They're just meant to help go the other direction, help the fluid move in our body, particularly the lymph fluid, so that we clear the lymph nodes before we start doing our exercises. There we go. And let's do our stop sign. Press it out. Feel that great stretch. Push the palm of the hand away from the body. Feel that great stretch down the arm. And now point your fingers down, and you feel the stretch down the top of the arm, the forearms. And press and point. And press and point. And stretch it out, wide fingers, and let the arms float back down. Great. Let's bend our knees. Feet a little closer, not too close. And we're doing our hip circles. Now, a lot of times I have you put your hands on your shoulders. You can do that as well. We're going through our pelvic tilt. Notice my upper body's not moving. Everything's happening below the waist. Pelvic tilt right here, then push to the side, kind of arching the back, sticking your rear out to the back, then to the side, and then pelvic tilt here. Now, let's reverse the direction. As soon as you get it, we'll switch directions, right? This just feels so good. Great, now bend those knees and feel the stretch in the back of your heels into the Achilles, just having your knees bend, back is straight and vertical, feet flat on the ground, and then come up. Let's do that again. Bend those knees, keep those heels flat on the ground, and come up. 2 more times, bend, and up, and bend, and up. Let's do a little bit of a balance exercise here. Arms out to the side. We're going to point the toe to the side, lift, point, and down. Point to the side, lift, point, and down. Other side. Point, lift, down, and in. Point, lift, down, and in. Now we're going to go a little faster. We're just going to lift and down. Now the other side. Lift and down. Lift and down, lift and down. 2 more times each side. Good. Try not to lean. Standing tall. Reach the crown of the head up to the ceiling. Last one. Woo! Great. All right. Now, if you need a chair or a wall, put your hand on the chair or on the wall. Let's bring one knee up into the chest. Holding onto the chair is great. Now, you can also hold onto the leg underneath the knee, and let's do some ankle circles. Good, so we're getting a little bit of a hamstring stretch here, and release. So turn around, do the other side, hand on the other chair or the wall, bring the knee up into the chest. You can hold on with one hand and circle the other direction. That feels so good. Flex and down. All righty, so a little bit of a good warm up. It is time to continue. So we're doing 5 exercises today. And let me just walk you through it. I'm going to start with the modified version. And I'm going to stand sideways so that you can see me. The challenge of today is we're going to be going up and down. So anytime you change height and you go from standing to going lower to going back up. That's a challenge. That's great for the body. It'll get your heart rate up a little bit more. So that's what we're doing. So the first one we're doing is a little bit of a yoga series. So we're going to start with our arms up in an extended mountain. Make sure your ears are over your shoulders. Reach those arms up and pull them back by the ears. We're going to sink down into a chair. Reach the hips back as if you were sitting into a chair. Pull that belly in, looking straight ahead. And then we're going to stand up, and we're just going to open our arms a little bit and look up to the ceiling, do a little bit of a mini back bend. And then from here, we're just going to reach your arms out to the side. But I want you to bend your knees, okay? We're going to start with a modified swan dive, and we're just going to hinge at the hips, and we're going to reach forward. And if you can touch the ground, great. If not, just hang down. Then we're going to straighten out the legs, push against our shins, straight arms. The head is reaching forward. We have a nice flat back. And someone's like pulling the head forward away from the body. Then we're going to bend our knees again and just hang down again. Again, if you can touch the floor, great. If not, bend your knees a little bit more so you have that added balance. And then from here, we're going to roll it back up, pull the belly in, roll it up one vertebrae at a time. And then we get up to the shoulders, the neck, and the head, and pull those shoulders back. Excellent. Reach arms out to the side, arms by your ears. Repeat. Sit back in that chair, and then push back up into a little bit of a mini back bend. Let your hips go forward, and then we're going to reach out to the side. Bend those knees a little bit as we hinge forward. Swan dive, reach for the ground, bend your knees until you can touch the ground. Forward fold, let the head hang down a little bit. And then we're going to push on our shins, reach that head forward, hinging at the hips, flat back. Exhale, we bend the knees and we reach back down. And then we inhale as we roll it back up one vertebrae at a time, bent knees, roll it up to a standing position. Great. Now we're going to go down into a plank series. We're going to bend our knees. We're going to walk our hands forward into our plank. Step back. Straight arms, shoulders over your wrists. Pull that belly in. Make sure you're a little hollow in the chest. Nice line. And then from here, you can either, I'll show you the modified first, bend your knees, touch the ground, and then lower, keep your elbows hugging the ribs. Elbows in, skimming your ribs, and lower yourself to the ground. Toes under, and come up to a cobra position so that your elbows are right under your shoulders. From here, we're going to lower back down. We're going to push up to our hands and knees, toes under, and push up into a downward dog. So try to straighten out your legs. Your feet are about 6 inches apart. You're pushing through those shoulders, lifting the hips, stretching the spine. And then from here, I want you to lift up onto the ball of your feet and lower back into that plank. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders. I had to walk my hands forward a little bit. So now I'm right back to that plank. Now you can bend your knees and touch the ground, or you can just lower, slowly, control, and go right into that cobra position. Nice little belly stretch, good back extension. Lower back down. You can bend your knees if you need to, or just push up and tuck your toes under and go into your downward dog. Good stretch. Come back up onto the toes and bend your knees, and that's our series. We're doing everything, we're doing it twice. Okay, so now we're on our hands and knees. We're going to do our bird dog. So I know this is a favorite one of Pam's, so I'm sure you've done this. One leg back. I'm putting my right leg behind me, my toe under, reach that heel back. And then I'm going to take my opposite arm, my left arm, and lift it up. Find your balance. Like you're reaching out to shake someone's hand, just reach that arm out. Now, when you have your balance, Lift your back leg up, and we're holding for the count of 10. 10, 9. Really reach the arm away from the body and the leg away from the body. You're really stretching a nice straight line across the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Other side, extend your left leg back. Extend the right arm out. Lift the left leg and reach, stretch. 10, 9, keep breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Repeat. Right leg out, left arm out, lift. You can hold, or you can bring your elbow to the knee and reach it out. Elbow to the knee and reach it out. Elbow to the knee and reach it out. Last one, elbow to the knee and reach it out. And come down. Left leg out, right arm up. Left leg up. Hold, or you can bring an elbow to the knee and stretch. Come on, really reach it out. Knee and reach. Knee and reach. Last time, knee and reach. Fantastic. Okay, take a little second. And next we're doing what we call the dead bug. So, I always think that's a funny name. Come down onto your side and then onto your back. We're going to roll back. And we're doing our tabletop position where we have a 90-degree bend of our body to the thigh, 90-degree bend at the knee, 90-degree bend at the ankle, and bring the other leg up to match. And then we're going to reach our arms straight up to the ceiling. Pull that belly button in a little bit. You're not flattening out your back, but your whole core is engaged just by holding this position. So kind of like the bird dog, you can just hold this position right here. And if your knees are bent 90 degrees and 90 degrees and 90 degrees with your ankles, just holding this position, you're feeling it in your thighs, in your core, and you're saying, Kathy, get on with it. But you can just hold it right here. Or opposite arm as leg, you're going to drop your right foot and your left arm, opposite directions. So my arm goes overhead and my heel goes to the floor. And then I come back to my starting position. And then I have the other arm and leg and I bring it back up. And I reach and lift. Keep breathing. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Reach and lift. Do that 5 times. Reach and lift. And then hug your knees and let your feet come down. Roll over onto your belly. And our final move is on our belly. This is called a swimmer. I want your feet kind of at either side of the mat. Okay, just kind of at an angle toward the corners of the back of the mat. And from here, you're going to make, your forehead is going to be on your mat, and you're going to be having goalpost arms. So your elbows are bent 90 degrees, and your head is down. And so basically what we're doing is we're going to lift up the back and do a little twist. So one hand is down on the ground, the other arm is lifting up, and we're getting a little twist in the spine and coming down. Then do the other side. Just try that. Roll it up and down. Lift up and down. Other side. Up and down. And now if you can do that, I want you to lift your left leg up. How high can you lift it? Just lift it up off the ground and lower it down. Keep your forehead down. Lift the right leg up and lower it down. Lift it up, left and down. Now right and down. All right, now you can keep those separate or we can combine. So we're going to lift our right arm and our left leg at the same time, and we're going to look to the right. So lift up, a little bit of a roll as my left leg comes up, my right arm is up, and I go back down. Other side, lift up the left arm, look to the left, roll to the lifting, roll to the right, and lift that right leg up and down. Other side, lift up and down and up and down. Bring your hands in, push up, bring those knees in. We're getting up from the mat, so toes under, lift those hips, one leg forward, and walk up the body. Okay, come to a stand, and that's one series. It's going to go a lot faster for our next 2 sets. Okay, so we know what we're doing. Let's repeat. Feet 6 inches apart, nice, strong, tall mountain. Reach those arms up overhead, pull those arms by your ears. Sit in our chair. Inhale, exhale into a back bend. Reach out, bend those knees into a swan dive. Bend your knees until you can touch the ground. Hang the head, forward fold. Lift up halfway, press against the shins, reach the head out, straighten out the back, a little bit of traction there. Bend the knees and reach down to the mat, forward fold, hang. And now we're just gonna roll it back up, bend those knees, one vertebrae at a time, articulating up until we get to the shoulders, the neck, and the head. And we're back to our mountain pose. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees and ankles. And we reach up overhead, arms by the ears, sit into our chair, reach the hips back, and push into our swan dive. Look back a little bit more, open those arms a little bit more. Swan dive, slightly bent knees, forward fold and hang. Inhale, halfway up, press against the shins. Straighten out the spine. Exhale, forward fold, bend those knees as needed. And then roll up the body, bending those knees, articulate up. One vertebrae at a time, roll those shoulders back. And we're now in a great body stance. Step back to the back of your mat. We're going to roll, bend our knees, rolling down, walk it out into our plank. Nice plank position. Push those shoulder blades down the spine. Chest opens a little bit, pull the belly in, nice and engaged. You can bend your knees to the mat and lower with bent knees, or just have those elbows skimming the ribs, lower down. Toes under, come up to a little cobra. I love this stretch. Feels so good. Now we lower back down, and remember you can bend your knees if you need to. Toes under, lift the hips, push into that downward dog. Really push through the shoulders. Try to get your heels flat on the ground, stretch the spine. And from here, we lower back into our plank. Adjust your hands so that your shoulders are right over the wrists. Nice engaged core. Deep breath. Next exhale, lower slowly into our baby cobra. And good stretch. Lower back down, toes under, push up into our downward dog. Feet about 6 inches apart. Try to get your heels on the ground. Push through those shoulders. Feel that great stretch. Lift up onto your ball of your feet. Lower to your knees. Right into our bird dogs. So make sure that your shoulders are over your wrists. And we're going to extend our right leg on our left arm. And we're going to lift the right leg, point that toe, stretch, hold that position. If you want, elbow to knee. Exhaling, inhale, reach. Elbow to knee, exhaling. And reach. Elbow to knee. And reach. Elbow to knee. And reach. Change sides. Left leg back, right arm out. Lift the back leg and hold this, or elbow to the knee on the exhale. Inhale, stretch. Elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Elbow to knee. Inhale, stretch. Fantastic. Come to a sitting position, rolling over onto our back. We're doing the dead bug. We're going to our tabletop position. So make sure that your knees are bent at a 90 degree and the 90-degree angle from your thighs to your hips. Tuck those shoulder blades under, flex your feet. There we go. That looks a little better for me. Okay, so arms are right overhead. Now, you can just hold this position. You are activating the core. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Or drop your right leg and your left arm and bring it up. Other side. Opposites. Inhaling as you lower, exhaling as they come back up. That's the hard part. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last set. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bring those knees into the chest. Lower your feet. Roll over onto our bellies. Now we're doing our swimmers. You know what to do. So you're on your belly. Your feet are reaching to the corners of the back of the mat. Our arms are out to the side in our goal pose. Bent elbows. Forehead on the mat. And we're going to inhale. On the exhale, lift the right arm, left leg. Look under the right arm. And then lower down. Roll to the left. Or rolling to the right, lifting the left. Right leg, left arm. Look under that arm. And then roll back down. Rolling to the left, lifting the right arm. Lifting the left leg. And down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Just rolling side to side. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, down. Last set. Lift. And now the left arm. Lift. And come down. Hands in. Toes under. Push it up. Knees in. Toes under. Lift those hips. One leg in. Walk up the body. And come up to a stand. Excellent. Last set. Hope you're enjoying this. Feet slightly apart. Nice tall mountain. Check the posture. Chin tuck. Ears over shoulders. Shoulders over hips. Hips over knees. Knees over ankles. Reach those arms up overhead. Bring those arms by your ears. Sink into our chair. Inhale. Exhale. Push up into our mini back bend. Exhaling. Inhale into our swan dive. Bend those knees as you need to. Forward fold. Just let the head hang down. Good stretch. And lift on the next inhale. Lift up. Press against our shins. Reach the head forward. Stretching the spine. Exhale. Forward fold. Let the body just hang down. This is called ragdoll. Inhale. We roll it up. Bend those knees. Roll up, articulate from the tailbone up through the middle of the back, shoulders, neck, and head. Fantastic. Let's do that one more time. Reach those arms up. Sit back in our chair. Inhale. Exhale into our back bend. Inhale, swan dive. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Roll it up. Ending, finishing nice and tall. Step back. Coming down into our plank. Bend those knees. Reach for the ground. Walk it out. Hold your plank. Engage your core, hollow your chest, and lower slowly. You can bend your knees and let your knees touch, or just lower slowly. Elbows in. Come up to your mini plank, mini core. Cobra, hello. And good stretch. Lower down. You can bend those knees, or just push up. Feet 6 inches apart, Downward dog, push through the shoulders. And come right back into your plank. Hold your plank. Make sure your core is engaged. Pull in that belly button. Push your shoulders down the spine. Hollow through the chest a little bit. And lower down slowly. Right into your baby cobra. Lower down. Downward dog. Push through the shoulders. This is a great back stretch. Hamstring stretch. Achilles stretch. The whole backside gets stretched. Now roll up onto this ball of your feet. Lower down. And we're now in our getting ready for our hands and knees bird dog. All right, just make sure your shoulders are right over those wrists. Engage the core, the belly. And let's extend our right leg back, left arm, and lift. Find your balance. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. 5 of these. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Last one, exhale, inhale. Stretch it out. Come on, reach, reach, reach. And down. Left leg back, right arm out. Lift the left leg. Find your balance. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale. Stretch it out each time. Exhale. Inhale. 3, 4. Last one. Exhale. Blow it all the way out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out. Reach it, inhale. And down. We're sitting down. Very nice. Dead bug. Roll it back. Right into our tabletop position. Flex those feet. I'm going to push my feet out a little bit. And when I push my feet out just away from the body a little bit, it really engages the core. Okay, arms up. And starting with our right heel touching, left arm overhead, and bring it up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. So inhale as we lower, exhaling as we're bringing it up. 3 more sets. Right leg, left arm, bring it up. Left arm, right arm, left leg, and bring it up. 3, 4. Last time. 5. Hug the knees, and let's roll over. All right, final set of swimmers. Rolling over. And reach your toes to the opposite corners. And goalpost arms, forehead down. We're lifting the right arm first, so we're rolling to the left and lifting our left leg. Inhale, exhale, lift. Look under that right arm and lower, inhale. Exhale to the other side. Lifting and lowering. And 2. And down. Other side. Exhale, inhale. This is 3. Come on, really lift that leg as high as you can. And down. And lift the other leg high as you can. And down. Lift. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Last set. Exhale, lift. Lift that leg high as you can. Come on. And down. And lift high as you can. And down. Bring your hands in. Push up into child pose. Knees together. Sit back on your heels. Reach those hands forward. And just get a really good stretch in your low back. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Now, I apologize. You might need a band or a towel to stretch out your quadriceps if you can't reach your foot. So grab that, and we're going to go back down onto our belly. And so if you got your strap handy, you should always have just bring all your gear to our classes. Let's lower back down. And I really like this stretch as for your quadriceps because our hips are stationary and we can really isolate the front of our legs. So I like to stretch my left arm out in front, bend my right knee. And then I'll try to reach my toes and I'll pull them in. And see how you should not be rolling to the side, okay? You should just keep your hips flat on the ground, forehead down on the mat. Everything is nice and square to the mat and stretchy. Now, if you need to put the towel or the band around the ankle and just pull it like this to pull the leg in, that's fine. Let's hold this for 3 deep breath counts. And other side. And release. Let's roll over onto our back. Let's bring one knee into our chest and stretch out the other leg, kind of reaching the straight leg away from the body. Push that heel away from the body as you pull the knee into your chest. If you have bad knees, just reach underneath the knee, that's fine. I like to flex my feet. It's more elegant to point your toe, but flex the feet because you're continuing that stretch all the way, the whole back of the leg. Relax your shoulders. You can close your eyes. Just a great stretch for the hamstrings. Now, take your opposite hand as knee that's bent and place it on the outside edge of that knee, and the same side arm just goes out to the side. Keep your shoulders flat on the ground, and then just bring that knee across the body. Your hip is coming up, but your shoulders are staying flat on the ground. So this is a good stretch for the hips, the piriformis, for your abductors. Now, if your knee is going across the body, look to the opposite direction. I look down my straight arm, and then bring my leg across in the opposite direction. Relax into that stretch. One more breath. Bring that knee into your chest. Hug the knee. Great. Bring both knees up into your chest. And straighten out the opposite leg. And now we're doing the same stretch for our hamstring. Flexing our foot. Bring that knee to the chest. And I just feel a nice stretch right in here. Under this leg. It's a little hard with my black mat and my black tights. I hope you can see this. Black and black, and then yellow top on a yellow mat. Maybe that wasn't so good. Let's bring that arm out, the opposite hand on the knee, bring it across the body. Keep your shoulders flat on the ground. Look down your straight arm. Relax into the stretch. Feel a good hip stretch. And bring it back up. Great. Now, bend your knees. Feet together. Then let your knees come open, but keep your bottom of your feet, your soles of your feet are together. My knees have come open. I press my hands on my legs, and I'm just looking at the ceiling. And I have a natural curve to my spine. Your back is not flat, but you can tuck your shoulder blades under and open up your chest. Doesn't that feel nice? There we go. Breathing. Bring those knees up. Let's straighten out our legs and get ready for Savasana, which is our relaxation. You can have your palms up or palms down, whatever is more comfortable for you. I want you to start with your head and work your way down to your toes, just relaxing all the muscles, releasing any tension with your breath. Relax your eyes, close your eyes. Relax your temple and your jaw. Relax your chin and your neck. Relax your shoulders and your elbows and your wrists. Feel the chest rise and expand a little bit with the belly and fall as you breathe. Mostly just let the belly do the work, very gently, not forced. Breathe in the cleansing breath. Exhale all the toxins and negative energies. Relax your hips. Let your knees just rotate outwardly and your ankles. Let everything just be heavy and still. I want you to focus on your breathing. With every breath, relax a little further. Try to lengthen your breathing. Longer inhale and a longer, slower exhale. Try to focus just on your breathing. If your mind wanders, pull it back. Feel the cleansing air coming in, oxygenating the body, healing the body, strengthening the body, getting you ready for the day. And you exhale all negativity, all anxieties, all tensions. Do one more final body sweep. Try to relax a little further, release a little bit more. Take 2 more deep breaths. And you can open your eyes and wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. You can stay there for a few more moments if you want. If you're ready, you can roll over onto your side and then push yourself up to a sitting position. Come to a comfortable sitting position. I like to just sit cross-legged, but I like my feet not to be stacked. Sit nice and tall. You can pull on your legs a little bit and lift the spine. Relax the shoulders. Think about all the strength that you have gained today and take that with you for the rest of the day. So from me to you, have a great day. Thanks for joining me.